Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back. Now, listen, I know I'm like late with this review. I went to New Orleans last week for Essence Fest, and I I forgot all about Love and Marriage Huntsville. But I was like, okay, tonight the new episode comes on. I've already reviewed all the other episodes, so I might as well go ahead and just kind of get this one out of the way. So here we are. That's the reason why this review is so late. Out of sight, out of mind. I was having the time of my life. Okay. Um, I took a few notes because again, it's like a week late. So we're just gonna talk. Nell and Chris and their family. Nell is basically tired of being the Bank of Nell. Girl, she says she tired. She not Bank of America. She not Wells Fargo. She not Citi. Girl, she not the local black owned mom and pop bank. She ain't got it. They are, this is not what she said, but her and Chris are two people of a particular age. They want to be able to do what they want to do with their money. They also want to be able to, you know, girl, start preparing for the future, retirement. And girl, we can't do that if we always shelling out money here and there. So Nell is over it. Um, Later on in the episode, at the end, they meet up. I'm gonna just go ahead and get Nell out of the way. Nell and her family. They meet up later on in the episode, and they meet at Nell and Chris's home. And she basically tells him that, girl, it's pretty much the end of the road. Don't call me unless it's an emergency. AKA, don't call me if it got to do with some money. Y'all grown, figure it out. She says the only two people that she's worried about are her grandkids. Now, Kiki is, I don't know that much about Kiki. I think I remember Kiki being there last season. Remember when they had that big explosive dinner? I think Kiki was there, right? I can't remember, girl. Anyways, Kiki is like, I don't know how Kiki was introduced to the family. I don't know if she was like a friend of one of the brothers. I mean, one of the sons, a friend of one of the daughters. I don't know, but Kiki is someone who they look at as like, I guess, like a daughter now, and Kiki has a child. From the conversation that from what I understood that was happening in the conversation. Kiki has a child, but the way that when Nell said that she's only concerned about her grandkids, I don't think she included Kiki's child. And so they hurt Kiki's feelings because Kiki doesn't have family. So what it sounds like to me is Kiki is very, 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 very sensitive. And Kiki doesn't have a family, and this is the person that she looks to, or the people that she looks to as her family. And when Nell, I call her lady Neil, girl, when Nell didn't include her child in the loop with her other grandkids, it hurt her feelings. Nell did say that they understand they have to kind of handle Kiki with sensitivity because it's a very sensitive situation. So I did like the fact that Nell did, say that. This is the only problem that I have with Nell because I like Nell. Nell is one of those people who feels like she don't need no therapy. There may be one or two people in the world that might not need no therapy, but I think that for the most of us, girl, we need a therapy session or two or three. Some people need about 35 or 40. Some people need about 1,000. Okay. But nonetheless, girl, I think we could all benefit from a therapy session or three. Nell want I forgot who mentioned it, but they mentioned therapy. And Nell was basically saying that y'all gonna go. And then when they mentioned Nell's son, the one with the um I think she has one without Chris. I think he's the one who I can't remember, girl. Anyways, they mentioned them going to therapy, and Nell feels as though she doesn't need to partake in the therapy session. Girl, you, girl, you're part of the problem too. Like I'm not mad. Let me just say something. I'm not mad at any mother or father who is in a financial position to help their kids out when needed. But you also have to look at it like, not to try to flip the script, but on the flip side of it, you're also part of the reason why your kids are not as independent as they should be. Why it's a great thing when y'all as parents can provide for your kids and help them out, but you also have to look in the mirror and say, girl, what part did I play in this situation where my kids are at these big ass ages and they are not as independent as I would like them to be? Where did I go wrong? And then, just like they brought up the situation with Kiki and Nell, even with y'all may need to have a therapy session. Nell needs to go to therapy. It's just not everybody else. Nell is very much giving, girl, I'm not the problem. Y'all the problem. I don't need to be fixed. Y'all need to be fixed. I'm not a mess. Y'all a mess. That's what Nell is giving. But other than that, that was pretty much it with Nell and Chris. Oh, Chris is showing Sonny and Moses a home, and Destiny's name keeps getting brought up into the conversation. I mean, no tea, no shade. Y'all know I like Destiny, but girl, if Chris don't have to take what Chris supposed to do, meet up with Destiny to see if he can sell a house to Moses and Sonny? No. Girl, these people came to me, said they looking for a house. I know somebody who's selling the house. Girl, I'm selling the house. I'm about to get the money. Girl, I don't have to meet up with Destiny. I had no conversation with Destiny. Girl, hello. Anyways, Martell and Latricia. Girl, y'all already know. I think I've been pretty consistent and very vocal about what I feel is happening or happened between Martell and Latricia. And it ain't just, oh, girl, we don't know each other, right? Latricia and Martell are both playing a game, and either one or both of them are liars. We know Martell is a liar. But Martell meets up with Stormy, and he tells Stormy that Latricia has been to his house a couple of times. He says in the confessional that he did DM Latricia. He said nothing happened. At this point, I don't know what to believe, because in one breath, y'all swarping down, y'all both act like y'all didn't know each other. Listen, it's given Latricia and Martell had sex, and they probably didn't think that Latricia would be on the show. And now Latricia is on the show, and now they trying their hardest to not let it be known that they had sex. But neither one of them are on the same page. I guarantee you, if Latricia and Martell, when they first met on camera, if they both would have acted normal, hey, what's up, Martell? Hey, oh, y'all know each other? Oh yeah, child. I met him through his brother, Montez, whatever the brother name is. I don't know, girl. Marcel. I don't know the brother name. Girl. Oh yeah, I met him through his brother. I think we wouldn't have thought nothing about it. But the way that they came across each other, like, girl, we nosy. Especially me. Girl, I'm gonna peep. Girl, I'm gonna peep the scene. And I knew something wasn't right. Something is not, somebody fucked. Girl, y'all fucked. Period. Y'all not doing a good job, not trying to let it be known. Y'all was supposed to act, y'all was supposed to go into the scene. Hey, Martell. Hey, Latricia. Oh, y'all know each other? Stormy. Oh, y'all know each other? Oh, yeah. I met him through his brother some years ago. Oh, you look different? I ain't seen you in forever. Martell is saying they didn't do nothing. Y'all think they didn't have sex? He said he was in her DMs. I wonder what Ken has. I really want to know what Ken. I cannot wait till this reunion, because I really want to know what Ken thinks. Because Kim been walking around here thinking that Latricia is just innocent, and Latricia ain't innocent, girl. Now, I'm not saying she had her legs to the moon. I'm not saying that Latricia had her legs to the moon. I think she did, but I don't know for a fact. I'm not saying she hopped on the dick and did a full split. Shout out to Lil Wayne. I think she did. But even if she didn't, I don't know how Ken and Latricia could continue the relationship because everything about Latricia gives me sneaky tea. Girl, Latricia gives me sneaky tea to the 10th power. Y'all think they had sex? Girl, we grown. You grown and I'm grown. I'm not saying everybody out there just hoeing. It's just hard for me to believe that Latricia. It's hard for me to believe because they both, since they've been introduced, since they both were appeared on the screen together, they've both given me very sneaky vibes. And so now I don't know what to believe. And so the only thing I can believe is that y'all actually did have sex and y'all just don't want nobody to know. And if y'all didn't have sex, girl, he ate you out, or you got on your knees. Something, even if it wasn't just penetration, girl, either a mouth was penetrated, or either your Bucci cat was penetrated by his tongue. But something happened. It might not have been, girl. You know what Phaedra do? Well, something happened between Martell and Latricia. I'm just saying, y'all know something happened too, and Latricia and Martell know something happened. And if it didn't happen, they ain't did a good job at letting us believe that ain't nothing happened. Because I feel like most people who watch this season, most of the comments that I've seen, and y'all know I've been saying it since the beginning, girl. Most of the comments that I've seen believe that Martell and Latricia done did something, and they both been acting very weird. And now Martell is letting us know that she came over to his house a couple of times, but ain't nothing happened. You ate that bitch pussy out, okay? That's what happened. Oh, she sucked your dick. Something happened. We grown. We all grown. Just tell the truth and shame the devil. Anyways, I'm done talking about them. Stormy tells Martell about the harassment communication. Y'all see how Martell tried to act like his situation was the same as Stormy's? That is not the same thing. I'm sorry. Well, okay, I don't know if it's the same thing, but from what I understand, it's not the same thing. Martell's situation that he had going on with Melody is not the same thing as what Stormy had with that crazy millimeter. It's not. From what I understand, Martell was texting Melody. Girl, we already know it's not the same because Martell was convicted. Girl, he was found guilty. Girl. I mean, I guess Stormy was Stormy found guilty? I don't know, but I'm just saying it's not the same thing. And I feel like Martell was trying to make it seem as though his situation that he had with Melody was the same thing as what Stormy had going on. And in my opinion, it wasn't. Anyways, Moses, shout out to Moses. Moses has turned his life around. He said, he didn't grow up in the best area, the best neighborhood. And so he went to jail when he was 17. Oh, excuse me. He went to prison, girl, at 17, got out at 19, went back. I think he did like 8.5 years. But when he got out, I think his grandmother had left him a house, and he tried to get his life together, but then he found his way back into the streets. But now it sounds like Moses is trying to handle his business. I think he said he owns a real estate company or something like that, and so he's doing the best he can do, considering the circumstances. At this point, girl, Sonny, I don't know, girl, Sonny and Moses, girl. When it comes to Sonny and Moses' relationship, they both trifling. Sorry. I mean, I get, Sonny's whole thing is trying to convince us that girl, she understands the optics of it, but it's not what we think it's giving. No, it's giving what we think it's giving. It's giving trifling as fuck. That's it. That's all. Oh, that was pretty much it, girl. That's a review, honey. I told you it wasn't a lot. Let me see. Oh, girl, Martell and Chris kind of had a back and forth. Because Martell said he was going to be neutral. But y'all kidding me with that neutral shit. That neutral shit goes out the window. You're only neutral. The only time you can play the neutral card is when you might be like if it's a real solidified friend group, right? And you're actually friends with everybody and you just don't want to get in the mess and you say, girl, I'm gonna try to remain as neutral as possible. But even then, even if you see somebody in the group that has moved wrong, it is your job to call it out, friend group or not. I'm sorry. If it was me and I had two friends and I said, I'm just gonna remain neutral. But if I really saw that one of the people was on some fuck shit, I would have to call it out. Girl, sister, I'm sorry, but you was wrong. Girl. I think it's weird that Martell is trying to remain neutral or try to be neutral with some people who don't. Well, I guess Martell does know Sonny because of the producer. Okay, so I guess he knows Sonny professionally, but you don't have to remain neutral when it comes to Sonny, Moses, and Destiny. You don't. Just like Chris and Nell want to scream that they're neutral. Chris ain't neutral. Chris knows that Martell is full of shit. He's going to keep screaming that he's neutral. Martell knows that Chris ain't neutral. I know that Chris ain't neutral. Girl. But Chris wants to say, oh, I'm neutral when it comes to Melody and Martell. No, he not. Chris knows that Martell is full of shit. Period. But instead of them just saying, it's hard to remain neutral because this is what I actually think, they won't say that because they want to look like they're choosing sides. That neutral shit, in some cases, okay. But like I said, when you just start seeing people move, I don't care. If you're wrong, you're wrong. If I see both sides and I'll say, girl, look, I see both sides, I'm staying out of it. Or if I just don't feel like if I just don't feel like getting into it with either one of y'all, girl, I don't want nothing to do with that girl. Y'all figure it out, y'all grown. I'd rather somebody say that than try to play the I'm neutral. I don't want nothing to do with it. No, I don't want nothing to do with it, girl. I'm sure I got my own shit going on. Y'all figure it out. Girl. Anyways. I put Sonny's outfit was cute. Sonny's outfit was cute. Those shorts and the boots and like the cardigan sweater, that was real cute. Sonny and what's her name was trying to have a baby before they got married, which ain't nothing wrong with that. But look, Sonny is not Sonny is not a young chicken. And Moses is not young. Moses wants, time is on Moses, is not on Moses' side. Okay? He been in and out of jail. I don't think he has any kids. So now he wants kids. Sonny is a woman of a particular age, right? I wonder how old Sonny is. That was pretty much it, child. All right. Yeah, that's it. I'll see y'all later tonight with the newest episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville. All right, y'all. Bye.